Hello, my dear students. In today's lesson, we are going to deal with the same unit, Unit 4, Eureka, but stop and consider. Stop and consider. All right? So let's consider the following sentences. The example number 1, you are good students. You are good students who love studying. You are good students who love studying. And the second one, you are good students whom I love teaching. You are good students whom I love teaching. Do you feel or do you notice any difference between the two sentences? Look carefully. You are good students who you love studying, and you are good students whom I love teaching. All right? If you want to know if there are any differences, let's see the following picture to give you maybe more details. Not sure if I should use who or whom. He's not sure if he's going to use who or whom. I guess now you can you have an idea about what is our lesson about today. So it is actually about who and whom. The two words are a little bit confusing. Don't get confused. Take it easy. I'm here today to help you to deal with this puzzle. All right? So let's see another slide and study the following examples. In the first example, I talked to a man on the phone. I talked to a man on the phone. I guess you are the man. I talked to a man on the phone. I guess you are the man. So my first question is, how many sentences are there? I talked to a man on the phone. I guess you are the man. How many sentences are there? Question number 2. Can we form one sentence from these two sentences? Think if we can form one sentence from these sentences. All right? We have two sentences. Think if we can form in these two sentences in only one sentence. And if so, how that? Let's see the answer of the following. The first question. How many sentences are there? Of course, there are two sentences. The first one, I talked to a man on the phone. It's sentence number 1. And I guess you are the man. It's sentence number 2. Can we form one sentence from these sentences? Yes, of course. We can make them in only one sentence. And how can you make them in only one sentence? Yes, by adding a relative pronoun. By adding a relative pronoun. Now, let's see the same example by adding a relative or the relative pronoun. I talked to a man on the phone. I guess you are the man. So the same example. But what do you notice? What do you notice? We notice that we have man, and in the second sentence we have man. There is a repetition. And the position of the man in my sentence is as an object. I is a subject, talked is a verb in the past, and a man or to a man, the man here is the object pronoun. Now, if you want to make or if you want to join these two sentences in one sentence by using the relative pronoun, let's see how we can make it. I guess you are the man. Here we can see that we inversed. I guess you are the man whom I talk on the phone, or whom I talk to on the phone. Now we notice we have only one sentence, and we notice we also notice that we dropped the second object. I mean the repetition of the word man. By using what? By using the word whom, the relative pronoun. Okay? Now, I repeat again. I guess you are the man whom Why we use here whom? Because we are talking about the man who is receiving the action. So if you want to use whom, so we need to talk about the person who is receiving the action. Now let's see the function of the word of the relative pronoun whom. How does whom function in a sentence? Now, is it a subject? Is it adverb? Or is it the object? Could you guess? All right, so it is actually the function of whom is the object. Let's see more examples. The woman is a scientist. The woman is a scientist. I saw the woman on TV. The woman is a scientist. I saw the woman on TV. Now, we notice again that we have the woman here is subject. We have is as a verb. And we have scientist as an object. And the second sentence, here we can see two different sentences. The second sentence again, we have subject, and we have saw, verb again, and we have woman, again, is the object. We have seen the repetition of the object. And I told you, whom, it works, or its function is for the object, all right? Let's see now, if I ask you to determine if the woman in the second sentence is the object pronoun, which pronoun should you use as a replacement? Now, if we want to change the word woman by a pronoun, which pronoun are you going to choose? Her, I, or he? Her, I, or he? The answer is her. So you can say the woman is a scientist. I saw her. I saw her. We don't say I saw she, so it's not subject. I saw her, it's an object pronoun. I saw her on TV. Now it's the same example by using whom. Try to use the same example by using whom. Like we have two sentences. I'd like you to make it in one sentence by using the relative pronoun whom. Try. Could you try? The woman is a scientist. I saw the woman on TV. Okay, let's see the answer together. The woman whom I saw on TV is a scientist. The woman whom I saw on TV is a scientist. Now we can notice that this is the subject and this woman is receiving the action. The woman whom I saw on TV is a scientist. Let's see more and other examples. Join the following pairs of sentences using the relative pronoun whom. Again, with the same relative pronoun, which is whom. We should thank Dr. John Pemberton, full stop. We should thank Dr. Pemberton, John Pemberton. This is sentence number one. And then we have sentence number two. Dr. John Pemberton invented Coca-Cola in 1886. What do you notice? We notice again we have two sentences. And there is a kind of repetition here. Where is it? It's actually Dr. Pemberton. Now, the position of Dr. Pemberton, is it as a subject or as an object? Remember that if you want to know, you have just to replace by an object pronoun or subject. For example, we should thank Dr. John Pemberton. All right? Dr. Pemberton invented Coca-Cola in 1886. Now, try to make it with whom. Try to join those two sentences to avoid repetition by using whom. Could you guess? Okay, if you have finished, let's see the answer together. Dr. John Pemberton is the man. Dr. John Pemberton is the man whom we should thank for the invention of Coca-Cola. I repeat again. Dr. John Pemberton is the man whom, so why here whom? Because Dr. Pemberton is receiving the action. What kind of action? So we should thank him. All right? So we should thank him. Have you heard? Like what I'm using here? should thank him. So him here, it's as an object pronoun. Dr. John Pemberton is the man whom we should thank for the invention of Coca-Cola. Again, another example. We should be grateful to Levi-Strauss. We should be thankful to Levi-Strauss. Full stop, sentence number 1. I'd like to join it with sentence number 2 to make only one sentence. He made the first jeans in 1860. He made the first jeans in 1860. I'd like you to try to combine them in one sentence using the the relative pronoun whom. We have subject, as you can see here, verb, and Levi-Strauss is the object. All right, and where is the repetition again? As you can see here, it's he. Okay, so I'd like you now to combine them in order to get only one sentence. Okay, so here is the answer. Levi-Strauss is the man. Levi-Strauss is the man to whom we should be grateful. Now, who is receiving the action is we should be grateful. What is it? Levi-Strauss, yeah. Levi-Strauss is the man who is receiving the action. Okay, so Levi-Strauss is the man to whom we should be grateful. So the action is received by Levi-Strauss. We should be grateful for the invention of the jeans. Let's move to the other slide, or to the next slide. Now do the same with the following pairs of sentences. Again, more practice, okay, so in order to have a clear understanding. The first example, my sister consulted a doctor. She met her last month. My sister is a subject, consulted is a verb, a doctor is the object. And then we have she is subject, met is the verb, and her here is the object. Okay, so now we are going to get rid of or to drop the second object by using the relative pronoun whom. Let's see together the answer. My sister consulted the doctor whom she met. Now, if you notice here, the second object her, we dropped the second object. It was in the previous sentence, her. So we dropped it and we use instead the relative pronoun whom. My sister consulted the doctor whom she met last month. Whom she met last month. Another example. The policeman hit the man. The policeman hit the man. Full stop. This is sentence number 1. And sentence number 2. The man is a thief. The man is a thief. Now we have two sentences. I'd like you to combine them in one sentence by using the appropriate relative pronoun, which is whom. Try. The policeman hit the man. The man is a thief. Let's see the answer together. The man whom the policeman hit is a thief. The man whom the policeman or the police hit is a thief. Remember here, look, as you can see, the policeman is subject. Then we have hit is a verb, and the man is the object. We can see repetition of the man. So in order to get only one sentence and to avoid repetition, we have used the relative pronoun, which is whom. So the correct answer is the man whom the police hit is a thief. More examples. He saw a gentleman. He saw a gentleman. He presumed to be the director. He saw a gentleman. He is subject. Saw is a verb in the past. And gentleman is the object pronoun. He again, repetition here, he presumed to be the director. Now, let's see the answer together. He saw a gentleman whom he presumed to be a director. He saw a gentleman whom he presumed to be a director. I think we still have another example, or not, so we don't have another example. Now, use whom when you talk about someone who receives the action. As I told you before, we use whom to talk about someone who is receiving the action. Okay, so it is the object pronoun. Let's move to the next slide. Yeah. Now we finished with the relative pronoun whom. We're gonna start something new, which is so that. So that. Let's see an example, or the question first. Join the following pairs of sentences with so and that. Let's see the first example. The washing machine is useful. The washing machine is useful. So nearly every home has one. The washing machine is useful. So nearly every home has one. Now we're gonna try together to use so and that in this sentence. All right. So we're gonna to use so that in the same sentence. We try to make it together. We're gonna to combine them. All right. So let's see. The washing machine is so useful that nearly every home has one. The washing machine is so useful that every home has one. What do you notice here? The position of so and that. The washing machine is a subject, is a verb, and then we have useful. So useful, it is an adjective. And make sure that we use so before an adjective. So the washing machine is so useful, and just after we use that. So the washing machine is so useful, so adjective, that. Nearly every home has one. The next one. Some TV programs are boring. Some TV programs are boring. Nobody watches them. Nobody watches them. Again, be careful. Let's have a look on the previous example. Look, so it's before adjective, and then just after we need that. I'd like you to look for the adjective. Where is the adjective here? Some TV programs are boring. Nobody watches them. Did you find the adjective? Excellent. So the adjective is boring. The adjective is boring. Now the answer is, let's see the answer together. Some TV programs are so boring. The same example, I mean adjective. We said before adjective we need so. So the TV programs are so boring that nobody watches them. The next one. The cell phone is useful. The cell phone is useful. It's clear here. It's in red color. So the answer is already done here. It's an adjective. Nearly everybody has one. I told you we have to use so before the adjective. Just after we need to use that. The cell phone is so useful that nearly everybody has one. Let's move to the next slide. Okay. More examples. The satellite is distant. It covers a large part of the earth. The satellite is distant. It covers a large part of the world. Again, where is the adjective? Think and try to get where is the adjective. The satellite is distant. It covers a large part in the earth. Good. You can see here, as we can see now, the answer. Let's see if you get the right answer or not. The satellite is so distant. So the adjective is distant. And we used so before. The satellite is so distant that it covers a large part of the earth. Next one, please. The experiment was difficult. Again, another example. The experiment was difficult. The inventor spent long nights in his lab. The experiment was difficult. The inventor spent long nights in his lab. Where is the adjective again? Could you guess? Where is the adjective again? Is it the experiment? Is it was? Is it difficult? Is it inventor? Is it spent? Let's see the answer together. The experiment was so difficult, which means difficult is the adjective. All right? And we have used so before. The experiment was so difficult that the inventor spent long nights in his lab. As conclusion, we notice that we use so plus adjective. So plus adjective plus that. This is so, this is adjective, and this is that. It's here mentioned. So, adjective, and that. To show a result or a consequence. I repeat again. We use so plus adjective plus that. To show what? To show a result or a consequence. Okay? Now, we move to consolidation and extension. Consolidation and extension. Work it out. We have a task. I'm going to explain it to you. Let's see together the task. Yeah? We have statements here, and we have true or false. I'm going to read them for you, and you have to decide whether they are true or they are false. The first one, people can play video games continually. People can play video games continually. Do you think that is true or false? People play video games continually. Up to you. Is it true or false? Let's see the answer together. It's actually true. Yeah? The next one. The light from the screen can cause health problems. The light from the screen, in front of screen, can cause health problems. Do you think it's true or false? Let's see the answer together. It is true, of course. Playing video games will improve your eyesight. Playing video games will improve. You will see better. Do you think it's correct? True or false? Let's see the answer. It's false, of course. Playing in a dark room is highly recommended. Playing in a dark room is highly recommended. Like, it's better to play in dark room. Is it good for your health? Let's see the answer, if it's good or not. Of course not. So it's false. Small screen projections are better than large screen ones. Small screen projections are better than large ones. Do you think it's better or not? Small ones are better than large screens. What do you think? Of course not. The big ones are much better. And the last one, stand close to the screen, to stay in front of the screen to make better scores. The screen is here and you are next to the screen. Is it better for your health? Is it better for your eyesight? What do you think? Of course, it's not good, so it is false. Now, task 3, page 128. The question is, you are an advice columnist. You are an advice columnist, which means a newspaper writer. A newspaper writer. So you imagine yourself, you are a newspaper writer or an advice columnist. Use the IDs mentioned in the box below or the table below. You are going to use these IDs to write a paragraph in which you advise youngsters who play video games about what should be done. All right? Use the models should or shouldn't. Use the models should and shouldn't. As you can see here, we have the statements that are good for youngsters, and there are some of them that are bad. All right. Now let's see a sample. Let's see a sample together. You can continue to play games and stay healthy. However, notice we have used the relative pronoun that we have been learning so far. However, you should be very careful with the use of video games. Here is some advice which I hope you will follow. First, the screen of your monitor or TV set, should be small so that you can concentrate easily on it. Second, you should take some rest for at least 10 to 15 minutes after playing for an hour's time. Third, sitting too close to the screen, sitting too close to the screen can cause serious health problems such as an epileptic seizure or loss of consciousness. And finally, you should make sure that the room in which you play is not dark. So hopefully it's clear. Okay, so as an example. Thank you for watching and listening. This is the end of our lesson today, and see you in the next video.